We are at the Belle Fourche Geo Center of the United States. It's actually not exactly that because that's on private property, but there is a monument here, and that is a historical marker. And we are going to go see it. There's also a 19th century cabin that was built here, and a number of memorials for wars and things like that. So we came here to see the center of the universe, but we're getting so much more. So this log cabin we're going to see was built in 1876 by Buckskin Johnny Spaulding. Moved here by the Belle Fourche Lions Club. Let's go see inside. Here is the cabin. And everything you would ever want to know about it is on this plaque. Moved here in 1963. That's interesting. Inside, you can't go inside. It's all locked up. You can see a lot of, it looks like an original stove and various furniture pieces. And then around the front is a plaque. And another plaque. And this bench looks like it's old, but it was built in 2017. Here is the memorial. It says Belle Fourche, South Dakota Geographical Center of the nation, and you have all 50 flags on flag poles in honor of this being the center of geographical point of the United States. So I am going to spare our dozens of fans the reading of all of the flag names for the 50 flags that are here, but I will take a quick video of them while we're walking through and ask Susan, where was the Florida flag?
Right here.
Oh, I just happened to stop right there at the Florida flag. There it is. Boy, I asked the question just at the right time. They have 18-hole disc golf over there. See? And that's the end of the flags. Thanks for enduring that. So now for something a little extra, we're going to go back in the visitor center and look at the Tri-State Museum. There is Susan looking in the back of this museum. The museum's laid out with lots of memorabilia from the late 19th century, early 20th century. Here is some native Indian artwork and handiwork. The rodeo has been around for a long time. Here's the Black Hills Rodeo that was held in Butte County here back in 1927. Not only just did they ride, celebrate John Wayne, of course, but they had shows and tricks. And this is someone named Mildred Douglas who did tricks. Here are some of the champions, Jim Newland and Sam Brownell, sorry. And back here's a vintage piano and what a bar table might have looked like with card games going on, like you see depicted in the movies. An old payphone. And this is the military section with weapons and uniforms. And here's a replica of the sugar factory that used to be here, maybe still here, I don't know, haven't read it. And there's a colloid plant from the 1950s, and what early pioneer homes would have looked like. Dresses, portraits of probably some of the people that donated these things, or their ancestors, not their ancestors, their successors. Their progeny, they're part of the family tree. There's James and Sarah Eaton, for example. And then there's a section devoted to law offices. Simons and Smiley and Jackal and Morosek. A bicycle from the period. Tuxedo. House calls and for doctors and nurses that served. Good old Western that kind of depicts the lifestyle. And this was a replica of the toy store and the General Mercantine store. I have no idea what an X-ray shoe machine is. I don't think I want to turn it on. And that, oh, and then in the middle, a lot of different kind of looking instruments. Dulcimers, harp, violin, pianos, old-fashioned record players with the big horn. And that is the first of 2 rooms in this museum. The second room is dedicated to the founding of the city and some vaudeville and entertainment things. There's a stage over there that looks like it could be used, but it was probably similar to one used in the past. And some quilting. Seth Bullock is attributed to be the founder of the city. And here are some photographs of him. So he's the Belle Fourche founder, South Dakota. And Millard Arnold, there's a picture of him as a 3-year-old. And this is Captain Seth Bullock and his cowboys. And a write-up on him, as well as a book here with some historical photographs of the town. Here's a Rand McNally map from 1894 of all the different counties in South Dakota. I guess that's about the time they became a state. And here's some artwork by local talent, Eleanor Small. And I don't know if these were actually taken here in Butte County, but there's some happy, crazy jazz musicians there. There's a magician, Chinese magician, who performed here. He was supposedly the most talented musician of the vaudeville days. Back here is a panoramic picture from 1912 of Belle Fourche and what it looked like then. It looks like a future presentation on cuisine from the area. And this is a 1987 quilt that has some symbols relevant to the area. And here's the group that put that together. And another quilt by similar folks. And then some smaller trinkets there in the middle. And that wraps up room number 2 in the museum. Tell me about the dinosaur bones found in Butte County.
Dinosaurs, look for yourself.
There you go. What more could I need?
Skull. The little horn. What's
tailbone,
these? No, that's the horn. I
jaw.
forgot.
Lower jaw, it says.
No. Triceratops, that's what
Oh,
I couldn't think
gotcha,
of.
gotcha,
Triceratops,
gotcha.
horn tip. There's a claw.
Cool.
Vertebrae.
And this rock you found?
Oh,
It's an actual rock there.
I thought it was
There it is. It looks like straws wrapped around a rock or something you might eat. It's called a desert rose. And what every parlor had was a collection of stereoscopic pictures that you could put in these nifty high-tech viewfinders with leather around them. And Susan's going to take her glasses off so she can focus.
Actually, I can do it.
Because she is nearsighted.
Yeah.
It's a monovision thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Whereas I have to wear my 3.5 magnifiers to make it work these days. But it's exciting to see how 19th century people entertained themselves. Every home had a nice little library of 3D pictures.
Every home did.
Every other home. I think it was 50%. We have been driving for about 30 minutes from Belle Fourche. And we came upon Castle Rock, which is an iconic landmark. Still in Butte County, same county, but have been used as a landmark to help people figure out where they are and all that kind of stuff. There's a few people that live around here in a little community, oddly enough, called Castle Rock. And so we pulled over the side of the road and took a little view at it.